If you are concerned that you will not have enough income to meet your financial needs throughout your retirement years, you are not alone. When you think about your financial situation, you may feel a little anxious and unsure, or your situation may feel overwhelmingly difficult or even impossible. But just because something seems to be impossible does not mean that it's impossible. Now, I'm going to give you several ideas and share some amazing stories of what others have done to turn things around and improve their financial situation. The idea behind sharing these ideas and stories is for you to develop your lateral thinking or creativity. The power of creative thinking and problem solving should not be underestimated. Before I share some of these ideas, I have 4 very important prerequisites. Prerequisite number 1. You need to be willing to explore a wide range of possibilities. If all you can see are all the obstacles before you and you can see no viable solutions, then you're going to feel stuck and discouraged. To get unstuck will require some out-of-the-box thinking. It will require shifting your focus from the obstacle to the exploration of potential solutions. With a fresh perspective and some determination, you will be free to brainstorm new ideas and discover new solutions. Prerequisite number 2. Don't reject or accept new ideas too quickly. You know what? It's really essential to keep an open mind. Give ideas time to marinate. Give enough time for ideas to develop. And that may seem completely implausible for you, but that may grow into surprising, innovative solutions. Rejecting ideas quickly will hinder the creative process. Albert Einstein said, "We cannot solve our problems with the same level of thinking that created them." Think about that. Prerequisite number 3. Remove any self-limited belief. Don't hold yourself back. We are limited only by what we allow ourselves to be limited by. Hear me out. You are not too old and it's not too late. Prerequisite number 4. Brainstorm improvements for both ends of your budget, income, and expenses. And I'm talking about the inflow and the outflow. Ideally, we want to add additional sources of income to increase our income, but equally important is the managing of our expenses. I have actually made a special video with 25 tips that will help you increase your income. Watch it to learn more or text me at 424-466-8488 with keyword income gigs. Now, be sure to explore creative ideas on both ends of your budget. If you make $1 million before lunch and you spend $1,000,001 before dinner, you go to bed broke and in debt. Now, I'm going to share with you 3 big income generating ideas, along with several stories and suggestions. And again, these ideas are just to get you to open your mind and thinking creatively. Okay. Big idea number 1, create an accessory dwelling unit or ADU. An ADU is a self-contained living space or a secondary living space located on the same lot as your primary residence. For example, if you have a house with a basement or a garage, you may be able to convert them to a basement or garage apartment, find a good renter, and establish a new flow of rental income. And if you don't have the money to finance that, text me at 424-466-8488 with keyword ADU. I'm sure I can help you getting a lender. Affordable housing is in high demand. Another ADU example would be to create an apartment out of a space above your garage, or maybe even to convert your garage into a small apartment. If converting a basement or a garage is not a practical option for you, another popular idea is to build a detached tiny home in the backyard. These are something called a guest house, a backyard cottage, or a casita. And as you know, mi casita is tu casita. There are a lot of people looking for affordable housing that would be very happy to pay your rent every month. A casita or backyard cottage can be made very nice and very comfortable. Now, most ADU units are built on concrete slab foundation, fully sealed. Not sure if you can afford an ADU? I can help. Text me at 424-466-8488 with keyword ADU, and I'm sure I can help you with some financing. Now remember, rental income is a great way to add income during retirement. You can consider long-term rentals or possibly short-term Airbnb rentals. Airbnb rental may be more profitable depending upon location and other factors. Now, short-term is a great idea because you can stop renting almost overnight if you don't like it. So, an ADU is something for you to consider. Now, to make an even bigger financial impact, I know people who, instead of renting the basement apartment or casita, they move into the smaller unit themselves so they can then rent out the larger home for more income. Now, that's an idea. With that method, you are simultaneously increasing your income on one hand and decreasing your expenses on the other hand. My brother-in-law rents out his basement as an apartment. He also has a casita in the backyard and a garage that he converted into a livable space. And he's collecting rent on all 3 units. Guess what? He loves that. If you consider converting or building an ADU, you want to make sure it's done properly and safely. So go through a professional, especially with the permits. In the United States, most municipalities require you to obtain a permit. The laws vary, so you want to check with your local government. Unsure how to do it? Again, text me at 424-466-8488 with keyword ADU. Big idea number 2. Generate additional income with a home-based business. Here, the possibilities are endless, never-ending. Remember, it's never too late and you are never too old. Let me share a couple of stories with you. You may know the story of Anne-Marie Robertson Moses. She had a unique career as an artist that didn't start until she was 78. She had never tried painting before. She had no prior training of experience. She picked up a paintbrush for the very first time at the age of 78, and she painted every day for the next 23 years. She sold her paintings for extra cash in the beginning, but the demand grew quickly and she was making thousands of dollars for painting. Now, her paintings gained international interest and have sold in the millions of dollars. I know that every one of you at some point have probably purchased a product from Duncan Hines. Duncan Hines was the man that retired after a long career as a food critic. He didn't start selling his own line of food product until age 73. You may also know the story of Colonel Sanders, the founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken. He sold his first KFC franchise at age 65. The company grew incredibly fast, and just 8 years later, by the time he was 73, there were over 600 KFC locations. He sold KFC Corporation for millions of dollars. Now, you see, you don't need a super successful business like this, folks. I just want you to see that age is not a reason to limit your success and your ability. Most of you just need some supplemental income to add to your other retirements and assets. If you feel like your entrepreneurial ship has already sailed and you weren't on it, I would say it's time to find a different ship. There are countless opportunities and I would encourage you not to give up. You just need to discover a solution that will work for you. If you don't have any ideas as to what type of home business you could maybe do, consider your strength. What are you especially good at? What unique experiences have you had that others could learn from? What would you enjoy learning about? What skills would be fun to develop or share? Do you have a hobby that you could turn into a business? The thing is that you have to brainstorm. Now, let me tell you about my wife and how she had a wonderful idea that she brought home one Sunday night. After a Zoom session just at the beginning of COVID, she told me that she talked with people who were selling investment through Zoom. I had never heard about that, and I immediately thought, that's an excellent idea. In the following couple of days, we contacted the people that were doing the Zoom session and we jumped on the bandwagon. Now, we have been doing that for the past 3 years and we love it. And we are looking for people like you that want to do exactly the same thing that we are doing and want to join us. Professionals that have stopped working and are looking for a full-time opportunity. Or just active people who want to work part-time. So if you want to know more, text me at 424-466-8488 with the keyword, I want to join. You know what? The internet really opens up a ton of possibility for home-based business. Retirees can offer tutoring, consulting services in areas that you're knowledgeable. Maybe it's mathematics, language, science, music, essential oils, or a million of other possible topics. Now, big idea number 3, finding a home-based part-time job. So if having your home-based business isn't a good fit for you, then maybe a home-based job will be the answer. These days, many companies allow jobs to be done remotely from the comfort of your home. Working is only a burden when you don't enjoy the work. Now, many of you will have Social Security income as a foundation component of your retirement plan, right? If you're approaching retirement age, you want to be sure to have a good Social Security strategy and a good tax strategy. My financial planning team offers a professional Social Security analysis and strategy report customized for your specific situation. Again, for more information, text me at 424-466-8488 and I will even send you a book about retirement. So to sum up, first and foremost, you want to protect and maximize the income and assets that you already have. Then you need an advice on good financial planning. And then if additional income is needed, you should consider some of these other income generating ideas I already talked about. Again, these ideas and stories in this video are to get you thinking. I'm not suggesting that any of this is easy. All of this require time, hard work, dedication, investment, a good plan, and an advice from a professional. But if you have time, you can do the research by yourself and develop a viable business plan. Do it yourself is still one of the best options. Now, as a word of caution, be very careful about spending or investing in a business idea that you're unfamiliar with. Make sure you do your homework, consult with skilled professionals before making any investment. Any new business idea should be tested and verified with little to no money, if possible. Now, another great idea is liking and sharing this video, because maybe if you're not interested, someone else will. And I really do appreciate it. Actually, I welcome any feedback and comments below. And I look forward to see you in the next video.